whole again.
Live from Chicago, this is Fox 32 News at 9.
And thanks for spending some time with us tonight on Fox Local. I'm Terrence Lee. A judge's decision to release several ICE detainees has drawn a lot of attention today outside the protest outside the Broadview facility. Leslie Moreno is live outside the ICE building. Leslie, any update on whether anyone has been released?
Hey, yeah, good evening. We've been out here all evening. None that we have seen or heard of. You could certainly feel the tension here at this Broadview facility between demonstrators and state police and Broadview police. At the same time, we watched as family members waited outside, hoping here to see their loved ones walk out the door. Demonstrations unfolded this morning following a judge's ruling that 13 detainees were to be released today and that hundreds more could also be eligible for home confinement. Outside the Broadview ICE facility, tensions escalated. Around 50 protesters gathered demanding immediate action. In addition to 21 arrests, according to Broadview's mayor, 2 police officers, 1 Illinois State police officer, and a Cook County Sheriff's deputy were also injured. Protesters tell me they're standing in solidarity with detainees who were supposed to be released hours ago.
They're just not going with orders. You know, they're not complying. They're trying to enforce a curfew, but it looks like they send in like all the resources just to be intimidating. This curfew is illegal. It goes against the judge's orders, but we still have the right to be out here. You know, we're standing where we should. We're not being violent.
And the judge also ordered that hundreds more must be released or given bond by November 21st, which is exactly a week from today. Tonight, many families are still left with many unanswered questions in terms of how this will all play out, including what will happen to those who may have been transferred to a different state. For now, reporting live in Broadview, Leslie Moreno, Fox 32 News.
Leslie, thank you. We are following up on our report about alleged racism on the Aurora University football team. The school just sent a campus-wide email. The president says the university saw our coverage and started an internal review under its policy. The email says racism and harassment have no place on campus. It lays out how reports get investigated and says discipline happens when the facts support it. The president also says the school will hold listening sessions, set up more spaces for students to speak up, and also bring in an outside consultant to look at the culture inside athletics. The DEI athletics liaison will also take a stronger role so players know where to go with concerns. The president calls these first steps towards steady improvement. In the email, in part, it says these are initial steps in what will be a culture of continuous improvement. We know this work is challenging and it takes time, but I am confident that together we can be the community we aspire to be. Now, this update lands as Brooke Williams and his family continue to push for accountability. Brooke says he faced racial slurs, retaliation, and lost his scholarship after reporting it. His family says they're looking at legal options here. We have reached out to Aurora University for more comment. Well, to see our previous reports on Aurora University and the Williams family, you can head to our website, fox32chicago.com. Well, a warm November night, we'll take it. Mark Strell, this weather has a real I cleaned up for company type energy.
Yes, it does. You know what? And hopefully we have some company in from other cities and visiting us this weekend, because I just want to tell you, it's like this all the time. All the way through, January and into February. Okay, maybe not so much this warm. We do have clouds continuing to push in as we go through the overnight hours tonight, but still fair skies. We can see all the way down to the end of the lake, all the way down through the Southland, through the south suburbs. Tonight, though, cloud cover continues to stream in. Those clouds will be with us overnight tonight and tomorrow morning when we first wake up. By the afternoon, though, I expect to see some sunshine, some clearing skies, improving conditions. Now, high temperatures today look like this. Upper 60s across much of Chicago. Joliet, Morris, Ottawa, 71 degrees, 70 in Kankakee, 72 degrees in LaSalle, Peru, 60s above that. I think we're going to be very close to that again tomorrow before a cold front comes through. And T, that changes everything.
All right, we'll see you in a little bit. A man who shot a pregnant woman in the back as she tried to get away from him will spend at least 40 years in prison. Judge sentenced Lawrence Grant to 48 years. Prosecutors say in early 2022, he got into an argument with a woman at a grocery store in Willowbrook. When they left the lot, he followed her in his car and fired at her, hitting her in the back. The shot caused her to crash on Route 83. Medics took the woman, who was 8 months pregnant, to the hospital. Doctors had to deliver the baby early. Both have since recovered. Now he must serve at least 40 years before parole. Another family is dealing with gun violence as well, this time inside their own business, a jewelry store along West 26th Street in Little Village. Police are searching for these two men seen in this video. Investigators say they walked in, demanded money from Luis and Faustino Alamo, and a confrontation followed. Both men were shot several times.
Everyone will remember my husband as a person who loved to help, full of joy. My son was 25. He was still in school. The only thing I ask is please help us get justice.
The family says Luis was a first-time dad to a 1-month-old baby girl. If you have any information, please give police a call. At City Hall, the focus today was the mayor's budget. Mayor Johnson says he wants a vote soon, but several aldermen say the process needs to slow down. Political reporter Paris Schutz has the latest on the back and forth.
Mayor Johnson made clear today he believes the time for negotiation and arm twisting is over, and now it is time for alders to vote on this controversial $16.7 billion budget. 32nd Ward Alderman Scott Wagasback says the budget is not ready for prime time, and the push for a vote next week is premature.
I think he should put the brakes on this train. I mean, we're basically hurtling down the tracks without having fully vetted this budget. We haven't seen all the efficiencies and cuts that are required.
But Mayor Johnson says the time for debate and negotiation has passed.
No alder has put forth an alternative vision to my proposal. And so the question is, like, what are we slowing down to do? To talk about what we've already decided, several months ago?
The mayor's wishes hit a bit of a roadblock today when top ally, 3rd Ward Alderwoman and Finance Committee Chair Pat Dowell said she can't support the budget as is, specifically the controversial proposal for an employee head tax that would charge Chicago companies with more than 100 workers. Wagasback penned a letter to the council's budget committee chairman today, Alderman Jason Irvin, outlining a possible $30 to $60 million more in cuts that the city should pursue. He says the mayor has not even scratched the surface of the potential to reduce spending.
Those all have to be on the table, and I think he just needs to slow down. If you look at the schedule, he's going way too fast.
This budget has been before the city council for over a month. If there's something substantive that's worthwhile debating, I'm always going to be open to that.
Now, the mayor left the door open for slight tweaks and adjustments over the weekend, with the idea that they would introduce them on Monday and perhaps move toward a full vote Monday afternoon. But does the mayor have enough votes? That remains to be seen. Reporting from City Hall, Paris Schutz, Fox 32 Chicago.
Did you enjoy the weather today? Just gorgeous, at least by fall standards. Even good enough for ice skating at Maggie Daley Park. But will it hold through the weekend? Your forecast is ahead. Lace up those skates. The skating ribbon at Maggie Daley Park is now open for the season. If you want to sign up for reservations, we have all the details on fox32chicago.com. And if you were out there today, you saw the rest of the city just showing off, looking gorgeous. Sky Fox caught it around dusk. Navy Pier's Ferris wheel lit up, and the Botanic Gardens bringing out their holiday displays. Let's see what the weather is doing as we take another live look outside. Can't get enough of this city, Mark Show. Can't get enough of this weather either.
Those are some beautiful shots from
Sky
Fox, Air Fox. What is it these days? I forget.
Sky Fox.
Okay, because
yeah,
it used to be, and then it was, and then it shall be. So I'm just
got all the lights, and you got all the fall colors out there too, right?
Yeah, it's looking really good, and it's going to be a good weekend if you want to get out and enjoy what's left of the fall colors, which actually is still really pretty good for this part of November. 60 degrees right now, winds out of the south at 6 miles per hour. Dew points in the lower 50s, so it's dry, it's comfortable. It'll be a pleasant day tomorrow. Temperatures right now, 60 degrees at O'Hare, 61 degrees at Midway. We're doing temperatures in the 50s from DeKalb, 53 degrees there, 56 degrees in Morris. So temperatures right now are warmer than they normally would be for our daytime high temperature. Satellite and radar, no rainfall, no precip, but clouds are continuing to stream in. Those clouds will thicken up as we go through the overnight hours. Tomorrow morning when you first wake up, we'll have some cloud cover. But as we go towards the late morning and into the early afternoon, we're going to get back into a little sunshine. Temperatures tomorrow up to 68 degrees. I think they'll start to fall a bit during the afternoon. And they really fall between tomorrow and Sunday. A good 20 degrees, in fact, which puts us back to about normal. It's going to be windy tomorrow night, a little breezy on Sunday, and temperatures on Monday still back into the 40s as well. Front comes through, largely dry. Traveling up to Milwaukee, maybe around Racine, Kenosha, you could run into a sprinkle or a shower. Most of Chicago stays dry as that front comes through. In fact, I think virtually all of us stay dry. And then by the afternoon, clearing out. This looks like Sunday. Sunday clears out nicely as well. But again, the temperature is starting to fall off. Monday, we're dry with some sunshine around as well. Next best chance of rainfall comes on Thursday and Friday. A small chance as we go Monday night and into Tuesday. 54 overnight tonight. Your 7-day forecast calling for temperatures 60s tomorrow, 40s on Sunday, 40s for most of the rest of the week. There's your tiny chance of some showers on Tuesday. Best chance of rainfall. Terrence comes Thursday and Friday.
All right, Mark, thank you. Well, college students know the pressure, high tuition, long hours, and the push to look career ready before they even step into an interview. One local university is trying to take some of that weight off their shoulders. In this special report, Casey Cronus takes us to DePaul's Loop campus for a closer look.
And these are cute too.
There's an old adage.
And there are skirts down there if you want a skirt.
Dress for the job you want, not the job you have.
Every single career doesn't have the same attire.
Inside DePaul University's Career Closet, students are designing their futures. The first step, looking the part.
We have a lot of good options, dresses as well.
Rummage through the color-coded racks with DePaul alumna Noelle Bentley.
Yeah, we just got a huge donation from this woman who was a lawyer.
And discover pre-loved workwear to elevate any wardrobe.
I like to thrift in general, and I know a lot of my fellow DePaul students love to thrift in general, and this kind of gives you that same feeling.
The Career Closet is available on both the Lincoln Park campus and the Loop campus. That's where we learned how it works.
It can be expensive to build a professional or business casual wardrobe. Being college students, they don't always have the right clothes going into an interview or an event with recruiters or even to their jobs.
Zoe Idle is the Assistant Director of Operations and Outreach at DePaul's Career Center. In addition to writing a resume, working with a career coach, and clocking the latest job opportunities, it's here that students can find the confidence to tackle what comes next.
It just means that they understand that we're here to support them. It's one less barrier to entering the working world.
Each quarter, students are welcome to snag 3 items, and they're completely free.
What about shoes? Are you good on shoes?
We've got accessories, we have a lot of ties, we get belts sometimes, even bags.
Idol says international students often come to the U.S. with only a couple of suitcases. But community donations, sorted and made available here, help fill the gap.
It's really important for us to be able to support them in that way, and especially with some of our lower income students as well.
And for students who don't speak fashion, this closet comes with a stylist. Officially, Bentley serves as the Future Forward Program Coordinator, but unofficially, her passion for fashion is guiding students toward nailing their interviews.
Yeah, shopping for a specific reason. So when they're like, I don't know how to style this, I don't think that I can pull this off, and I'm like, that green goes really good with your eyes, and put it on with a black pair of pants and black shoes, and you're fine. Like, you'll get the job 100%.
After finding new pieces for their ensemble, students, faculty, and even alumni can capture their look.
And it's fully self-run.
Headshots, which can cost hundreds of dollars, are complimentary for the DePaul community and ready within minutes.
You know, when you start college as a young person, you kind of don't realize all the resources that are there. But coming back as an adult, you understand exactly what you're paying for, you know, and all these resources that are here to help you is kind of, you know, a game changer if you pay attention.
Deshaun Triplett earned his bachelor's degree in business administration from DePaul, and after working in sales, he's back for his MBA.
It's something I've been wanting to do for a long time.
Before diving into the new quarter, a new headshot was in order.
If you want to do it all over again, you can do it again.
I did about 12. You know, I think I need another 12, but, you know, we'll ride with those for now.
Whether stopping by to refresh their LinkedIn photo or choosing a tie before an important job interview.
Picking out a piece that belongs to somebody else, and now you get to give it a new story.
The Career Center is helping students shape their own stories in college and beyond. The DePaul Career Closet relies on donations. If you are cleaning out your closet and think the items have a shot in someone else's, we have details on how to drop them off online. Reporting in the Loop, Casey Cronus, Fox 32, Chicago.
Well, the Bears have won 6 of their last 7. The Vikings have lost 3 of their last 4 and are 1-3 at home. A lot of numbers, but the short version is the Bears need this one. Tina Nguyen has more from Hallis Hall, including some good news on injuries.
Well, Ben Johnson has said over and over he wants this team playing their best football in December. With less than 3 weeks to go, the Bears could be getting some defensive reinforcements as they've officially opened up the 21-day practice window for Jalen Johnson.
He wants to be out there with his guys. It has not gone, this year has not gone the way he really envisioned it. You know, you come in and it happens during the summer, the initial, and you miss training camp, and then you're hopeful you're back to where you were before, and, you know, you get hurt in the first game back, and, you know, I think he really wants to be out there, and so he's worked his tail off to get to this point.
It's a timetable that puts him on track for December 7th against the Packers, or potentially sooner. A return that could come as part of a bigger defensive boost, with TJ Edwards and Kyler Gordon also trending back in the coming weeks.
Those are 3 guys going into the season you had a lot of high hopes for and what they could do. I certainly had a tremendous amount of respect for all 3 of those guys. Competing against them the last few years, and so I'll be excited when we get all 3 back on the field together.
But until that happens, the Bears' focus is locked in on the Vikings, a must-win divisional matchup with the Bears sitting 0-2 in the NFC North.
And this is another big game for us, especially as a divisional game. They beat us the first time. We're looking, you know, to beat them and, you know, get it back even, and we're looking for a first divisional win. And they're in front of us, so we gotta attack. One key. Don't let Justin Jefferson go off.
You just heard there from Jaquan Brisker. He's listed as questionable on Sunday, although he did say in the locker room he feels good and he expects to play on Sunday. Meanwhile, TJ Edwards and Jahdae Walker are officially ruled out on Sunday. Edwards will miss his 5th game. Bears with a chance to go 7-3 for the first time since 2018. Reporting from Hallis Hall, I'm Tina Nguyen, Fox 32 Sports.
And on Sunday, right after the Fox NFL postgame show, stick around for our postgame show after the whistle. Luke Canellis will be joined by former Bears quarterback Jim Miller And Pat, the designer from ESPN 1000 Plus, Cassie Carlson, will be in the locker room for post-game reaction. Wall-to-wall Bears coverage right here on Fox 32 Chicago. We're time for some new music this Friday, starting with Miley Cyrus out with a new track for the new Avatar movie, Avatar: Fire and Ice.
Every time I breathe, it's a song to keep this love alive. I know when we dream as one.
The song is called Dream as One. She has a personal connection to it. She lost her home in the 2018 fire. The movie opens December 19th.
Let me take a moment, think it over. Does it touch me at all? Nope, I still don't care. That makes you talking. Nope, I still.
It's given if Rapunzel was a superhero, right? Anybody else seeing that? No? Okay, Meghan Trainor out with a new one too. The track is called Still Don't Care. She says it's about reclaiming her power after years of negative comments online. It's the lead single off her album, Toy With Me, out in April.
Internalize, internet lies. No, really, it isn't so bad. What does it mean? Climbing the ladder. Was it this dream that made me not matter? Was it drinking at parties?
Kelsey Ballerini is sharing some new music of her own. This mini album has 6 tracks, and this one here is called People Pleaser. She says these songs capture where she was emotionally over the summer.
You want me to lose myself just to keep you home, but the answer's no.
No, no. For R&B fans, Summer Walker just added the final entry to her Over It series. The new album is called Finally Over It. It has 18 tracks and follows her 2021 album, Still Over It. This song is called No.
Remember when floods my mind with little images of simpler times. Every remember when.
And this one goes out to our executive producer, Marissa. The Jonas Brothers are getting in the holiday spirit. Their new album for a very Jonas Christmas movie drops today. It has 10 tracks, including this one, Remember When. They'll also play Allstate Arena on December 11th. McDonald's is bringing back a holiday classic, and you may see it rolling out soon. And over at the Lincoln Park Zoo, a new penguin chick is waddling out for the first time, and it needs a name. All right, time to take a look at what's trending right now with my man, Marky Mark.
All right, there's a new family member, a part of the Lincoln Park Zoo, and you can name it. The little African penguin chick. Now, I had no idea that Africa had penguins, right? I just never
wouldn't think, yeah.
Right? You think of penguins as being in Antarctica. But anyway, this little guy, born back on October 1st after days of letting people submit names, they've now whittled it down to a couple final choices. So here they are. Uno, Pebble, Waddle, Bean. Okay, I know where you're going. You're going with Waddle. And
I like Waddle.
That's pretty good.
because it's what it does.
Yeah, exactly. It explains what it does. Voting closes noon next Thursday. For more information and how you can cast a vote, you can head over to the website at fox32chicago.com.
Uno, that's a card game. Also, know it means one, but
Right.
no. Pebble, that's a choking hazard.
Also,
as is a bean.
Right.
So, yeah, no.
Waddle.
You want the penguin to be safe.
It's a no-brainer.
Want it to be safer than this woman's cat was. Check this out. Got quite the surprise.
Hello? Oh my God. Pretzel. What is that? What is that pretzel?
Sorry, I got a surprise too. Her apartment complex decided to use a drone to power wash all the windows. At first, Pretzel the cat was curious about what the heck was going on. Then as she saw the drone blast water on the window with water, sending Pretzel into the air. The woman says the complex did notify her that this would be happening, but she never got it because her inbox was full. See, you got to check those emails and you got to get rid of them old ones.
Well, and even if, she did see the notification.
It still would have freaked it out.
She still didn't notify the cat, right? I have never seen that. I did not know they had drones that go up and wash windows like that. That's pretty cool.
It jumps so high.
I'm learning all kinds of stuff on this newscast here. Right? A classic during the holiday season back at McDonald's. It's the holiday pie. You can get it at participating McDonald's starting today. It's a flaky, buttery crust, glazed in sugar with sprinkles on top.
Put on his Food Network voice.
Filled with creamy custard. Make it sound so good, don't they? Now the dessert first appeared on the menu in 1999, and I don't think I have ever.
I've never had it.
Don't know it.
It looks like
didn't know it even existed.
Sugar rush and crash waiting to happen. So I'm good on that.
Yeah,
just give me the apple pie. Their apple
Yeah.
pie is solid.
Yeah.
With Alamo with ice cream on the side, if the machine is working.
If the machine is working. Yeah, that's an if.
One more check of the forecast, man. Not looking bad.
Yeah, no, it looks good tomorrow. Temperatures all the way up in the upper 60s, close to where we were today. Sunshine, a little cooler on Sunday, temperatures in the 40s.
All right, and then rain looks like next
After
week,
that,
too.
later on, yeah.
All right. Thank you, Mark, and thank you for sticking with us on Fox Local. Appreciate you spending time with us. Make sure you spend time with this guy and Jay Cameron tomorrow morning on Good Day Chicago. Be kind, be well, please be safe.